Mhm. Alright, everyone, welcome to the First Circuit Podcast number 20. Holy shit, we made it this far. Today we have just myself, the Larsh, the casual Mechwarrior. We have Biter.
Yep, just Larsh. I'm a figment of your imagination.
Who are you? And Old Bob 10025.
Hey everybody, how are you guys doing tonight?
Alright, and myself and everyone here at the podcast, present and not present, would like to say Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays, if that is not your thing.
Merry Christmas!
Yay! Anyone here do Life Day? Life Day, anyone? No?
Life Day?
Star Wars Holiday Special? No? Okay.
Oh,
Nope.
God! The unsung, oh my God, the freaking, video he wants to forget.
Come on, man, we just spent like a half an hour talking Star Wars off the cuff here, off the camera. Come on, Life Day is the Wookiee holiday. Come on.
And to other people, Happy Stump Day.
Happy Stump Day,
everybody.
Yes, and oh no, my auto Nightbot chat is going on its own thing from the live stream from last week. Everyone in the chat, just ignore the bot. It doesn't mean what it says. Which I guess on top of that, I want to actually open myself to everyone here just to say thank you from last weekend for being here on YouTube and Twitch for the 24-hour live stream for the Crohn's and Colitis. It was exhausting, but a lot of fun, and we actually did meet the goal. The goal for it was $500, and from all of you out there, we actually wound up raising $625, I think is what it was. So
awesome,
we did good, guys. Thank you to all the viewers out there. Now, granted, because PayPal, they do charge you a fee for the transactions, it wound up to being closer to like 600 for the actual organization, but I gave it to them last week and they were extremely grateful. So to all you out there, awesome and thanks. Felt like I had something else out there, but I kind of forgot what it was. So
I don't know how you did it, man, to tell you the truth. 24 hours, man. Oh my God.
Yeah, well, okay, so because of that, I've actually not been on game at all this week because I've been recuperating and 9-week-old puppy that we got last week. So it's been busy here at the house. I haven't really been on at all. So with that, what do we have to talk about, guys? What are we doing today?
I think there's this game called Mechwarrior. I don't know. This is like a new game that's out or something.
I think you might be right. I haven't played it all this week. Yes, I think you're right.
All right, so for this week, guys, we will be covering the Christmas sale, the Christmas loot bag event in more detail, the big Christmas giveaway, the Sun Spider, and some Tharkid data came out. So we'll also be talking about the Tharkid event again. And otherwise,
Yay.
I think an additional thing to need to mention at the start is everyone should check out Commander Lemming's recent video on mech dunking.
Oh, that's so good.
Nice.
I found out I really suck at PPC close rangeness.
Well, the reason we tell everyone to go and check it out is because he is looking for clips of people mech dunking. Basically, you get a mech with a lot of jump jets, or maybe not, and you jump really high in the air, and just before you're about to land, you fire your shot and kill someone. And that's basically a slam dunk, like from basketball. And, he's hoping to put like a montage or something like that together.
And it has to be like a kill shot, not just, you shooting them, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's
Really
like you have to
nice.
have skill. You can't just do a PPC shot from across the map. You got to be up close and personal. Like imagine the mech as your own personal basketball hoop. That is the dunk.
I think, to be fair, there is a lot of flexibility. Like you could, he said he doesn't mind if you just fall from a great height. For example, if you are in a dual heavy Gorse annihilator and you drop from the top of Crimson and land, and just before you land, you heavy Gorse someone in the face and kill them. Yeah, that will count.
I would love to see it. First off, I would give props if a person could get an annihilator up that high, on the very top of the mountain up that thing.
I meant like the platform, just going down
it's
from there,
possible.
but yeah, well, going down the mountain, you sort of, you're going to slide down. You're not going to be able to jump.
Yeah. But it's a very fun challenge. It's like it's made me realize the amount of like attention you need to pay attention. You need to have in this game. It's something.
It's a fun little thing for people to try out, to try and get yourself into the video. If not, it's just a fun video to check out what Lemming's already done. He's had a lot of fun, it seems, creating that video.
And plus, it's a challenge too. That basically, if you are getting bored with the game, try this out and see if we can do it or not. We challenge you to go do this on Commander Lemming's stream.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Definitely. So it's Commander Lemming. Sorry, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was going to say, so shall we move on to talking about the Christmas stuff and starting with the Christmas sale?
Yeah, the holiday sale.
Holiday sale.
So this kind of sounds a bit like, to me at least, a lot of the Black Holiday thing, which is basically if you buy MC packages, you get extra MC and extra stuff. Just like before, you get a Christmas holiday Warhorn instead of a bagpipes. And
Which
then
my wife loves, by the way. She thinks that's hella cool. He goes ding dong, ding dong.
Oh, those are probably the best Warhorns I've ever heard in this game so far.
Definitely.
It's a pretty good Warhorn. I think it's at least appropriate for the time, though I wouldn't necessarily want to use it all year round.
Oh no, I would troll. I would troll all year round.
Yes. Well, you can do that if you wish.
Inappropriate Warhorn is inappropriate.
I personally still, there's no beating the bagpipes.
Yeah, the bagpipes. I never did get that one. Unfortunately though, I definitely want that one, but I'll have to wait though.
Yeah, so there's the bonus MC stuff. So you got the Christmas Warhorn, a Mech Bay,
C-bills,
extra C-bills. It's kind of okay.
Yeah, I know.
Again.
Yeah, Mech Bays are half off, starting
4 days.
Yeah, 21st, which is yesterday.
So if you're still looking to get Mech Bays, you didn't do Black Friday, and somehow you aren't starved for cash at Christmas, you could pick up MC and get some Mech Bays for real cheap.
Or bug your family to buy things for you.
Just be the Christmas present.
Just have them use your account to log in and buy it.
I love from my parents say, hey, hey Bob, you want some MC? I'm like, yes, I want some MC. Damn it, that'd be great. Instead of some socks or something.
I just imagine your parents, because you're older than I am. Be like, Mommy, Daddy, I want some MC.
You're like, what's MC? It's some cryptocurrency.
Yeah, it's like Bitcoin, but not.
Exactly. Oh
now, the bigger thing, at least I've heard a lot of more people looking into, is they're doing a 35% reduction in price for C-bills and kind of MC, but mostly it's the C-bills sale for what looks like a huge stable of mechs. Basically, I think it's all the ones that have been released as packs.
Yeah, there's a lot here on sale. I'm going through them.
Black Friday, it only covered, I think, Civil War and a very limited scope.
Yeah.
This, on the other hand, covers at this point most of the mechs in the game, or at least a large number of them.
Cyclops and Night Gears.
Now the funny thing is, I'm looking here at on their site. They had certain mechs were 40% off, and it lists a lot of the hero mechs. And then at the bottom, you had the Jenner Hunchback 2C, Orion 2C, Highlander 2C, but they all have a line through it.
Well, they what happened was the Jenner 2Cs and the Hunchback 2Cs, all the hero mechs for that, they're actually going to have that for next year because they're going, I think, for C-bills next month or something like that.
So the
I see it. Yeah.
Yeah, at least the 2C heroes. So the Jenner hero, for example, the Jenner 2C hero.
Yeah,
is not available for MC right now, so there's no point listing how much money you're making off the thing you can't buy.
And that's probably what they're talking about. Then they actually did a flash sale with Annihilator. I think the Mad Cat 2C or something.
Yeah, I'm looking at that now. Yeah. Huh.
Yeah, it was a Mad Cat. So they did a flash sale. I mean, 40% off. That's not too bad. Yeah. And the Mad Cat 2 is actually a halfway decent mech too.
Yeah.
Granted, I fight it all the time.
And that sale, well, it's already started Thursday, but it's going all the way till the 26th, so Tuesday. So you have a limited window to get all this stuff, but if you are looking to get a whole like, a whole bunch of mechs for C bills, like if you've been saving up or just really want X mech, now is the time to buy them for C bills.
Well, the 40% is starting on Tuesday to the 30th, and the 35% ends on the 23rd, right? From what I can see here.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, basically that includes
Yeah, they're doing a whole bunch. Yeah, they're cycling through a lot of stuff. Oh god.
Yeah, I know. And what's cool though is with the next thing we'll be talking about, you'll be getting an extra MC. So in essence, for my free to play account, I'll be picking up the Legend Killer because all my stuff is free to play, like kind of thing. So I'll be picking that up because I got all the stuff from the stocking stuffers, from the events and everything else, and plus also the big thing that we giving out, I think like 1250, like MC4. I'll be picking up a rifleman. So it'll be kind of nice.
Yeah.
I'll pick it up on the 27th after I get my free stuff.
Oh, did I miss the Cyclops? Is that is that no?
Nope.
Oh,
Yeah, it's still on. It's still on. It's still
oh,
on.
is it still on? Okay, okay.
Yeah,
basically. Because I do want to get the hero Cyclops.
Yeah. So basically, guys, at least check online on the site. There is a lot of mech cycling in and out. It's a bit too much for us to really cover.
Yeah, there's a lot there.
Yeah, not bad actually. Got a lot of cool mechs here. The Marauder 2Cs actually not too bad. Bushwhacker obviously good. Supernova, I've been killing those like crazy. The Assassin's awesome. Roughneck, Javelin, and the Uzil. Got to get that one. Get it before the 23rd. Everyone buy all the Uzils before the 23rd. Sorry, go ahead.
Okay, no, just, the seal's funny enough. Just
Yeah.
Okay,
then,
so
sorry, go ahead.
Christmas sale. That I think we've covered that mostly in detail. Do you want to move on to the Christmas loot bag event?
Might as well.
Yeah, go ahead. And I'll show people what I got for my loot bags, like once we talk about it.
Oh yeah, so pretty much if you've been here on Mechwarrior Online during past holiday events for December, it's pretty much you play games, and if you get a certain match score, I believe, they give you loot bags, or they call them stocking stuffers. So of course you can't open these guys in game, which I kind of wish they would incorporate that somehow, because since they kind of have the other events already in game. But you know, I'm beggars can't be choosers, so I'm still happy I'm getting something for free. But you need to go to the site, and pretty much there is no waiting. Once you complete a match, it's usually there waiting for you just to kind of click and do the grab bag, and they give you free stuff.
Yep. So it's 150 match score in quick play. And you can get 100 in there, and 250 match score in faction play. That also offers 100 loot bags, but every single time you qualify, they give you 2. So they're halving the amount of time you have to sit grinding faction play.
And I think that was because the last time you were bitching about that like crazy, like in the forums too. It's like I could do 100, like X amount of like matches in a faction warfare just to get like the certain amount to get the prize.
Yeah, particularly if you're doing invasion, it would require a ridiculous amount of grinding.
Yeah, exactly.
Like so many hundreds of hours to get that thing.
Although I am kind of upset though, because I think I have like a whole warehouse full of X-Men lights now, which kind of sucks because I don't really use them. But I got a crap load of those.
Yeah, I don't really use the lights because I found out that having those blinky lights in the cockpit, they used to actually give me frame loss in game.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the cockpit items. Yeah, that is they are giving away a lot of. Well, they're giving cockpit items away as well in the in the daily challenge thing.
Yeah. But the grand prize, if you get it, is the Krampus head, which is the one hanging cockpit item.
Yeah. It's okay.
Yeah, there's a couple of because they have a couple of places you can look, and one is you get the Krampus hanging item, which you can't acquire otherwise, and it's kind of unique and it looks okay.
Yeah.
But the other thing is, if you get 200 bags, you get to pick one loyalty mech from last year.
Yes.
Which would be the Blackjack, the
Cataphract Stalker,
and 2 summoners.
Yep.
And as far as I'm aware, though, these are just the C bill variants.
Yeah,
but
you're not going to
get. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
No, I was gonna say and you have to get 200. You can't just get the Yeah, sorry. Just
Yeah,
woke up with my
it's all
coffee. Damn it.
200, and
Fuck.
like there's some interesting differences from the other loot bag events. Like this does go on till the 3rd of January, so we do have till the end of this month and a bit more to get all these bags. But naturally, I think there's only a few redeems possible. So if you get the big redeem giveaway thing that we'll talk about shortly, and the Sun Spider, that's a total of like 50 extra loot bags.
Yeah.
But yeah, even if you're a big whale, you actually have to grind a fair amount of the way.
It's a
And
lot.
otherwise, the big change, at least we just talked a little bit before the cast, was the 250 match score and faction play, and the 2 bag thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they
Yeah, that
give
is
2
the
bags
big.
per actually match you play. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the thing was, at least for me, old Bob, I think Larsh as well to a degree, and a big number of other people, to get that huge number of loot bags, they played a lot of scouting.
Dude,
Yeah.
you don't realize how many times I got 249, 248, 246, 241. I'm like, what? God
Yeah, and
damn,
in a
so
4v4
pissed.
match, it's actually quite a challenge to get up to that
Yeah.
250 match score. It's totally doable, don't get me wrong,
It's
but you have
doable,
to
yeah.
do pretty well.
Well, like to split up the damage between 4 different people against 4 other mechs is a lot harder to do unless it's like in the normal invasion modes. Like invasion modes, you have like up to what 48 mechs I think it is. 48 mechs to go do
Yeah.
as much damage as possible to get as much score. But 4 and 4, you're fighting against your own team to do the amount of damage and everything else just to get that match score, which kind of sucks.
The interesting thing, at least with the way they do this match score, is you have to, like in quick play, for example, you have to do okay, and you'll get 150 match score. It's you're basically getting extra freebies for mostly participating semi-competently. If you're completely terrible at the game, of course, then sadly they don't reward you. But as long as you're semi-competent, you get rewards. But for the faction thing, you either have to sit through the long invasion
haul.
mode, and you have to be somebody who actually owns the 4 mechs and could do well enough. And even in invasion, I've seen a lot of really bad invasion players.
Mm-hmm.
Or in scouting, you actually have to do really well to earn the thing. Like they've set the bar quite high,
Yeah, they did.
and at least for me and old Bob, and a lot of other people who just only really enjoy scouting, this is actually a really hard hurdle to get over, and it's a long grind one way or another, and it doesn't feel good.
I wonder if like I kind of wonder if they did that on purpose because they did realize that maybe scouting was getting over flooded from people that weren't doing the typical games.
Well, no one wants to do the typical game. That's a problem.
Yeah, well, that's so. I'm thinking that this is their way of trying to wedge you into it. If that mainly, if you really want that prize, they're gonna try to wedge you more towards the other gameplay because they know that scouting can just be a easy prize grab.
Well, like human nature, basically, everyone gravitates towards easy thing, clans. But
oh, give me a break, Bob. That's no longer the case anymore. Come on.
But the whole thing is this. So, like, if you're trying to get people to play faction warfare, especially new people to want to get into it, granted, yes, you do require a little bit of skill, and people will tell you that you got to play a little more, have your own mechs, skill them up, and everything. To not really force them, because like that's not what I want to get into. It's more of like if you want the cool prize, you got to do scouting or like invasion. But when they do those kind of things and don't get the match score for like 10, 15 games, they're like, fuck this, I'm gone. I'm not gonna do faction warfare. That puts a negative damper on faction warfare if you want to get people to go and try it. Now, Russ, I don't know what he's thinking. Like it could be completely different, like what I'm thinking though. That's not a good way to get people to go into faction warfare. You want to like not give them food pellets. Come over to the side of faction warfare. Come here, and we'll give you food pellets. But if you don't make those food pellets, you're screwed. You're not gonna get anything. It's like that's not a good way to get people to play that type of game. And it's gonna put a bad damper on new players when they go in. They're like, oh, I'll just do quick play, and not have to worry about that kind of thing. And then it depopulates like invasion and people doing that. I don't know, that's just my own thing.
To some degree, like speaking to you, Bob, in fact, like obviously you're not a new player. You actually had a lot of experience in this game, but talking with you, trying to get you into scouting or invasion, you were not very keen. There's a
mine is
lot of
more
people who
personal.
aren't very keen.
Oh yeah, mine's a little bit different though, as far as like like I think it should be different as far as like like invasion more towards Mechwarrior 4, like with like Net BattleTech, I think it is, and that was awesome. I played that for 3 years straight. That's all I did, basically,
Hmm.
and that was a lot better than this thing, because this is just like I look at the faction map, I'm like, whatever, I don't give a crap, who cares? It doesn't affect me, it doesn't do anything. But mine's more of a different type of reason than a new player getting in there and getting smashed every single time, especially like if a
Yeah.
person's just playing clans. They're gonna get smashed by people like us. We come in with what we have. We won all our games out of 15 games that I played with you one night. We won them all, but I got only 2 times that I got the match score. I was pissed. I
Yeah,
was
we went
pissed.
around in Street Kintaros,
Yeah,
just owning poor clanners, and
it was
yeah,
funny.
it was always a kind of a little competition, of course, who could actually even earn enough match score. And
Yeah,
sometimes,
yeah.
even though we totally creamed them and obviously milked them for every hit point they had, sometimes only one of us would get over 250 match score.
I mean, literally, like we're like, hey, Bob, go get that clan mech that's running away. Okay, fine, I'll go get him. Then I kill him, but he's like barely alive. It's like then I'm trying to place my shots on his legs, so don't kill him like in the center torso, just to get the extra points of damage. It's not a good way for new people to get into faction warfare. They need to change a lot of different things.
I
Yeah.
think just overall, at least for experienced players and new players, you want to encourage people to play more of the game modes or try and experiment with the game modes.
Yeah, yeah,
Because even if it's like, I play quick play most of the time, but I do really enjoy going out and doing some scouting. And who knows, at least if I get really tired of quick play, if that was all I ever played, being encouraged to jump over into invasion for a little bit, into scouting for a little bit, and actually having some fun there, if I'm getting a positive reward cycle, makes a lot of sense. But
yeah,
this high bar it makes some sense because they're giving 2 loot bags every single time,
yeah,
but it does thoroughly sort of make scouting a very particular game mode, which is who can streak more.
Hmm.
And it makes invasion mode, the de facto one they're trying to push you towards, and that doesn't feel so good.
You know
I
what?
mean, technically. Oh, sorry, go
I've
ahead.
barely done any faction warfare for invasion, but maybe if I want to get match score, I'll just pack AMS.
Well, that might be a good idea. And plus, also, don't play with us. Play with a bunch of pugs, because
Oh.
if you're
Yeah.
experienced enough, you will damage more than these guys will. And see, the problem is, I was fighting against Biter the whole time. I didn't care about the clans. I knew it could kill him, but my main opponent was Biter, because Biter's like, I got 1,000 points. I'm like, fuck, man, damn
I
it.
did that in
Yeah.
the first game, and you disconnected, so I had to pull
Yeah.
1.2k damage in scouting.
Yeah, exactly. But the whole thing is, my main opponent is actually Biter and my other teammates. To try to get the amount of damage I need just to go get the 250 match score, which is
Yeah,
crappy.
yeah. You know, it's a good
But
point,
that's
because I know whenever I was doing clan scouting, you got a point, because no one in the group really was doing clans, so it was just me just doing solo drops with just pugs, but I would usually own the match score,
Yeah,
because I was actually, I forget what the hell I was bringing out a huntsman, I think. It was just mostly SRMs and like an LB. Yeah, and then I would just own the battlefield, and then it would be like me and maybe one other person would get the match score. So,
exactly.
so good luck getting 250.
Well, like they should have
It's
brought it
also,
down to like. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, at least in regards to getting the match score, it's an interesting. I wonder, like, I think maybe forums or other people could let us know about, but it's like we're speculating about how much match score do you earn from doing certain actions? Like, how much do you get for doing a solo kill? How important is it you do the KMDD and the finishing blow?
You know, yeah,
I
it's a
would
good
love to
point.
have someone actually break that down, and maybe Kanagashi can, because he's really good at being chart master, or just somebody like, I mean, a superb way to break this down. Russ, we want to know this kind of stuff, man.
Yeah, because they give you the C-bill breakdown at the end of a match,
Yeah,
but not the actual match score.
Yeah,
yeah. I'd love
exactly.
to see a breakdown on
Because we
that.
had an interesting situation where Ian would actually earn quite a bit, like a bit more max score than I, but he would do less damage.
Yeah.
And we speculated, though we have no clue if this is true, it's because he had the tag damage bonus.
Oh,
Because,
that might be it.
that would make some sense. You say, oh, this guy's a team player. He's helping, people do damage with their lock-on missiles. So we're going to give him match score.
Yeah,
We
I can
don't
see
that could be it,
know.
though. That could be it.
Yeah, that's a good point. But anyway, should we keep moving along here because we got a few more things?
Yeah, so overall, at least, I feel like this is quite a grind, and even if you're a whale, it's quite a long grind ahead. The faction play thing is, nice. You only have to do 50 matches, not 100.
Yeah.
But that higher bar is not so friendly, honestly.
Well, they
As
should have
for-
brought it down to 200, though. To tell you the truth, 200
Yeah.
would have been a lot better. To tell you
Yeah,
the
well,
truth.
well, actually, that a person in the YouTube chat on my channel said the same thing. 200 would have been a good number, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Because I mean, the main opponent was Biter. That's my main opponent. The other guy for nothing.
Well, sometimes it was just pure luck. Like we would do all four of us charge. Like we had ATM hunchies, and they all sat back, and we charge in, and two of us get horribly mauled, and
God,
two
that
of
was
us
funny.
aren't being focused. So
Yeah,
it's not
yeah,
even
we-
a matter of skill at that point. It's who is lucky.
We fought a full group of clanners with ATMs, and we're like, what? And so we just charged in. We killed them all. It's like, okay,
Dear
this
God.
is easy. God, it was funny. But
And otherwise, the reward is I like at least they're giving lots of options.
Yeah,
I'm just a little sad that it's just a C-bill mech. I wish it was a way for free-to-play players, if they really put in the grind, to earn a loyalty mech with the C-bill boost.
Yeah.
that
Just
might
my
be good.
preference.
Yeah.
I could have given
Yeah,
some
true.
help.
I'm just gonna show my quick play bags of stuff you can get, just so people get an idea. And this is my free to play account. If you guys like see me like on my things, like I was getting a lot of MC, which is kind of interesting, which is really nice because I need that like MC. But I got a lot of Holiday Snowman, some GXP, not a lot of C bills. I got more MC than C bills, which is really nice. But just let it like everyone know, the grab bags, what you will get. So far, it's only 29 games.
Yep. Well, at least, of course, we're not having to roll randomly to get the big grand reward, and some people never getting it.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that was interesting to go ahead and see though. But yeah.
All right, guys. So let's move on to the big Christmas giveaway.
Woo, we're getting free stuff.
A lot of free stuff.
A lot of free stuff.
The thing that kind of upset me though, about the free stuff. Okay, Rush made a cool game. Well, a game basically. I'm not gonna say it's cool and everything. It's there. It's good, but he is not the showman to go ahead and say, "Hey guys, December 27th, we're gonna give stocking stuffers. You get stocking stuffers. You get premium time. You get C-bills. And
Wait.
you get 2 mechs.
Here,
It should have been like."
I'll just play the video because I have it up here real quick. Here we go.
Okay.
I'll just kind of just skip ahead.
Yeah,
Wait.
it's
Oh
just-
wait. Oh dang it! It's the. I was really hoping this was the actual interview, but it's just it's just the slideshow they showed. But yeah, so I'm not gonna go ahead and hunt that down. But
I mean, I'm thankful that he did Mechwarrior. Don't get me wrong. Thank you, Russ. Made my life a lot better, basically. But dude, get someone else to go and do the presentations.
Well-
Everyone on the forums, on my channel, when I put up the PGI announcement, that's what half the freaking comments were. Where Russ needs to get another person to do the announcements to say what's going on, and everything. I know it's his game. It's his baby. Don't get me wrong.
he's not a very good hype man, but
Thank you for making the game, though, Russ. Don't ban me, please.
yeah, but for those watching the video or today's live stream, there's a segment from MechCon where he goes ahead and announces this free giveaway. It's going to be on the 27th of December.
Yeah.
And it's basically him sitting in front of a PowerPoint slideshow with
Looking at his phone too.
looking at his phone with the person who was controlling said PowerPoint very slowly. So just wait, because Russ would be like, on December 27th, we're getting slide. It then shows 25 stocking stuffer clicks.
Just
Then it shows 3 days of premium time, and then the person controlling like the actual like slide fade-in clicks was like so delayed. So for each announcement, it was Russ being with a like 10-second gap of silence. It's just
yeah, I don't know. Go ahead.
I personally didn't mind that presentation. I found it kind of cute in its own way. And I think at least they were.
It's very
I
him.
got the feeling that they were trying to be suspenseful. Like, oh, we're giving you this big thing, but wait, not only
There's
that,
more,
this
you
other
know.
big thing.
See, but I get that, but it's just that he has the voice of Mr. Plinkett where he needs the voice of Bob Barker.
Yeah.
Okay?
Now, actually, I was watching Beef's video, and Beef was playing this, and so like he goes, this is PGI's way of saying please stay with us and play next year. That's basically what it was. It's like, oh my god. But,
oh, here we go.
yeah. Okay.
I
Yeah,
really
go ahead.
enjoy how in my Discord private chat. Here we go. I was given the link.
I'm gonna explain to you guys what all we're giving away this Christmas season.
Here we go.
All right, so
I'm
if you
trying
log
to get
in on
it,
December
chat room?
27th and get
Or-
a match
or
in,
what?
It was a private
we're
message I
gonna
got.
throw in an extra 25
okay.
stocking stuffer clicks.
Silence. 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 Click.
3 more days of
Oh
premium
shit! I gotta go
time,
find it now. Damn it.
Dun, dun.
an extra 3 million C-bills.
Yay, 3 million C-bills. There was like no cheering from the crowd either.
50 MC.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
Oh, there's the woos. The MC got the woos.
yeah.
Brand new Roughneck Hero Mech.
He just needed a little bit more showmanship, like
And
pretty much.
also,
I mean,
Yeah.
granted, it is his game. He wants to do it, which is fine. But you
Yeah.
know, to get people to play the game, to get people to actually do, go yes, you got to get them hyped and everything.
Yeah, there's no hype, which whatever. Like I said, I think like how Biter said, it's kind of cute because it's Mechwarrior. This is what it is.
Yeah, yeah. but to let everyone know, December 27th, definitely log on with every account you have, free to play, your blah blah account, like whatever, basically. 25 stocking stuffers, 3 days premium time, 3 million C-bills, and 1250 MC, and 2 mechs. You get the Roughneck. Ugh.
Yes.
And the spider and the sun spider on March in March, which kind of sucks because my other account is enters for only, because I'm gonna have to go ahead and delete that mech and just take the mech back.
So I'm actually looking for the Roughneck. But yeah, go ahead, Biter.
I was going to say, yeah, this they started with the least interesting stuff, and then the MC and the 2 heroes is of course the biggest news I think people will be interested in. That 1250 MC is enough for a nice skin like the Buccaneer, but it is worth like $7 on the store if you buy the smallest package after.
Yeah.
I mean, that's gonna give me my legend killer for my free to play camp. Without.
And 2 hero heavy mechs, that would be equivalent to what, $40 or something.
That's a good deal. And also we forgot to mention that you actually get this by just playing one match. You log in, you go in for 5 minutes, there you go. You now have free stuff. So
just to let guys know, I need to reread the details. But it might be you need to get just enough match score.
I'm actually on here right now. It just says log in and play one match. It doesn't say anything about it. There is no match score requirement. You go in, you play a match. You could even just fail and you could still get the free stuff, I think.
I'm going to have to force my wife to play her account and say, just get on and just go play one game.
Because you can get because she can get the best mech in the game, which is the Roughneck.
Exactly. Yeah, I know.
Bob agrees to me. Roughneck's best mech.
The mech is sound, but the lore is shit.
Wait, Nano says we got to get a match score of 50? Are you sure about that?
Yeah, I have seen it somewhere, and
really?
You do have to get a match score of 50. Now, I wonder if you're just you join a match and then you don't do anything, you stand still. Do you get 50?
No,
I'm not sure.
No. You just got to go and shoot somebody once, and you got it.
Well, okay, well, I don't see it on the page, but hey, I mean, I'm pretty sure if you log into a game and you're going to get at least 50 match score if you at least shoot something.
Be wary of that 50 match score thing, because there's going to be someone who doesn't get that 50 and they're so pissed off.
They're going to get like 49, and it's going to be...
To let her know, the Roughneck is a different hero from the normal hero that normally comes out. So it has different points and everything,
Yeah, both of
hard
these
points.
are distinct heroes from what you can get from the store.
Yeah. So these are unique mechs. You can't. I don't know if you can buy them later on or not. I don't know if they're gonna do that or not.
Oh, here you go.
You
I
know,
was
like
just,
just like the Sarah Jenner, basically you can't buy that.
oh, I wish I could get that. Also, I was told
Yeah,
that the match score is actually shown on the events screen in game, and it is there. So
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
yep, it's there.
So
They
just
try
play a
to set the
normal
bar
match.
super low so that everyone is able to get it, but you never know.
Exactly.
Oh, pugs.
Mhm.
Now,
God.
also, it's a question of when you actually get the rewards. Like
March.
the heroes certainly, but the other stuff immediately.
Oh,
I'm
I would
assuming immediately.
assume because you're getting those stocking stuffers.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
so you better get them that day because if you're getting them in March, well,
Well,
Yeah,
no more
because that
stocking stuffers,
MC as well, and the C bills is nice towards buying those mechs that are on sale.
because I'm
Yeah.
MC to buy my Legend Killer, man. I want that MC, damn it. Give me
mhm.
the MC. Give me the free stuff.
So anyway, but for the build for the Roughneck, it's kind of nice because I know the current hero I'm not a huge fan of, which is the Reaver. I don't know what name they're gonna give these at all because this is a brand new Roughneck that we're gonna be getting.
Ooh, did you see this?
I call it the Ravener.
The
The
Ravener.
Ravener. No, basically the center right torso and right arm are perfect for a torso twist mech. So you get one ballistic, you get one missile and 3 ballistics. So that'd be pretty nice to go ahead and do like LB10 build and SRM4 or something like 4 or 6.
It's an interesting, weird mix
Yeah.
of weapon hard points, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
The hard points are available on the site, but to let those people know, that in the left arm you have 2 energy. In the left torso you have 2 missile and AMS. In the center torso you have 1 missile. In the right torso you have 1 ballistic, and the right arm you have 2 ballistic.
Yep.
So for the high mounts, it's 1 ballistic, 2 missile, but there's also a center torso missile. And then in the arms, you got a weird 2 energy at the side and 2 other ballistic in the other side.
And you have 2 chainsaws for arms.
Oh, if we only
Yes.
could.
God.
But it's very like I could say symmetrical almost, but not because you got like the energy on one side and the ballistics on the other side. But yeah,
Sorry, go ahead. I'll
Oh,
say something.
yeah, but like I think I'm gonna actually enjoy this mech because I'm weird. Like I enjoy the mechs that have all the weapons on one side and then all the other types on the other side. So I think I'm gonna like this one.
Definitely.
I think
I know.
it doesn't necessarily do anything unique compared to the other Roughnecks, other than having those funky arms, really.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, how many of you guys thought the Sun Spider was a Locust 2C? I thought it was Locust 2C when I first saw it. Like, oh, that's interesting. They were bring back the light mechs basically from the clans.
It really does
So
look
they're
like
70-ton.
Yeah, it does look like. I mean, because like actually, I was like, yeah, because when they first showed it, I didn't read into it. I thought this was going to be a light or a medium, and not actually a heavy as it is.
Exactly. It's good though. It's not bad. It's good.
Yeah,
It's
it has the left arm has a missile, and left torso is an energy and 1 ballistic. Right torso will be a ballistic, and the right arm will be 2 missile. So
okay, we should actually crack on with the Sun Spider as a whole and with this new hero in context, because that's quite an interesting whole kettle of fish. So yeah, the both of these mechs are original PGI mechs, as far as I'm aware.
Yeah, they are.
And that is partly why they are releasing giving free heroes to everyone with this big giveaway. And yes, in MechCon, they announced the Sun Spider, a 70-ton clan Omni-Mech. So being an Omni-Mech, you can switch out all the hard points and mix and match and do whatever build you so desire. The mech does indeed look like a giant fat locust, or maybe a locust on steroids. So at least with getting this hero, yes, for example, you got 2 missiles in the right arm, but for C-bills, there will be 2 missiles in the right arm available anyway. Though I think that's in the standard pack. Now I'm kind of conflicted about giving this free hero because to some degree, this mech also this free hero comes out on the March patch, which is when the Sun Spider comes out.
Yeah.
So in some regards, at least, everyone's got a Sun Spider hero, but they won't have the Omnipods available to them. However, it's an Omni-Mech. In the end, I'll only want one, so maybe I
So they're
just
gonna
use the hero and wait until all the Omnipods can become available for C-Bills, because
What they- yeah.
otherwise I'll need to get the standard and the reinforcement, and maybe the other hero to get all the options.
Yeah, so
Well,
do we think that PGI may have screwed themselves on a sale, do we think?
I think they didn't really think ahead, basically, as far as like what people would do, and I think they should have went with like another different type of hero, like say like some other like another I don't know, Hellbringer hero or something like that, to because they're gonna lose $15 because of that per person who well, I'm just gonna get the hero like anyways. I don't really care about the other mech. I don't care about the hero mech there, but with the hero mech with this one with the pack, you will get the I'm assuming you're gonna get the paint job.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like an Omni-Mech at least, it's really nice having the C-Bill boost because you could do the build on any of the chassis.
Yeah, exactly.
And in the case of the Sun Spider, there's no special center torso hard points or anything like that. So
Yeah.
all of them are the same mostly.
Well, you know what? Well, I know there are at least 2 reasons to pre-order. The first order, you have 9 days to pre-order, by the way, for the early adopter rewards. I'm loving the new decals.
Love new decals.
Yeah, the decals. It's just the one's a spider head with just all in caps. Nope. I want
like
that.
Cobalt says, 2 UAC 20 sounds fun on the Sun Spider.
Yeah. That, and also I really enjoy the cockpit items they've been giving.
Yes, I've been loving
those are really cool. Is that it's a small miniature mech and it walks around in your cockpit. I really like those. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what the Warhorn's gonna sound like for this. But, I mean, I don't know what a spider sounds like.
Something spidery and spooky.
I mean, they kind of missed their mark on the Black Widow. I mean, come on.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Dude,
that wasn't a whole mech. It's the Warhammer rather than the Widow, and at that time they were releasing the same damn Phoenix Warhorn every time.
Over and over, and the same stupid cockpit of the Phoenix that would open up, which...
but this time it's black.
Yeah, I know. I think one of the Warhorns they had was actually different, though. One of the Warhorn out of all those that they released was different. I think it was a purple one, I think.
No, it was the blue one. The blue one was the Phoenix Hawk, and it's like a
Okay, yeah.
It's like that like rush of wind, and then it like ends out like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The rest, I mean, like I have those in my mech bay. I'm like, yeah, I just
so many of them.
Warhorns.
So what kind of someone mentioned 2 UX20s perhaps in this mech, but what kind of things are you guys looking for? Like how much pod space does this thing have? It's got
it's a 70-ton clanner. Let me go ahead and find one in my own mech bay and see if I can see what it looks like here.
So to give you guys some info, it's got the same engine as a summoner, but it has both weight saving upgrades, which means it's kind of a little limited in space.
I don't have a 70-ton assault heavy mech. Which one's
Summoner 70 tons.
Is it? Okay, let me take a look here.
What's the Nova Cat's tonnage? I think is it 70?
All right. Well, I'm just gonna base it off of the Summoner F.
I mean, yeah, I'm assuming it's gonna have a lot of space to do.
I think it's gonna have space.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nova Cat 70 as well.
Yeah, I think it'd be fine actually, to tell you the truth.
Yeah, I think it has something along the lines of, I don't know, it's like 25 or 30 tons of pod space. At least vague memory when it first came out and we were doing theoretical builds and such like that. It still does have a fairly big engine for what it is,
Well,
and
it
it's
has
a little
31 at 78, so yeah.
Yeah. And it's also, I mean, it's obviously PGI original mech. They don't want to necessarily make it too OP, so those arms don't look like very good shields at all. Like imagine Locust arms. They they can catch some flack, but they're not like a Mad Cat Mark II.
Yeah.
And the hard points, it's not got, you know, crazy 6 energy arms or energy ballistic arms or anything like that.
Yeah, but I'm fine with that. I mean, if I can just mount, I mean, then again, my playstyle is just turn, shoot, and run away. I mean, if I can just get like a volley of missiles and maybe like an LB here and there, I'm happy with it. So I think I'm curious to see what this will turn into. But yeah,
I
like,
mean, yeah, you're definitely about the arms. Basically, I'm assuming it's not going to have anything for shields. The legs are, hopefully they're going to boost the legs, so that's just an easy target. You know, just like in the Nova, I always target the legs because it's just easier to hit. But yeah, so it's going to be interesting.
I mean, the
Like,
CT might be small, I'm hoping.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's an interesting little addition, like to go through what the thing offers. At least in the standard pack, it's got a whole mix of stuff, but you can't fully specialize until you get the reinforcement pack, at least to some degree. Like my first thing I would go towards is like a mass missile loadout, like 6 streak 6s might be kind of fun.
Yeah, true.
Or 5 streak 6s with ECM. But ECM and missile side torsos are locked behind the reinforcement paywall.
Yeah.
And ECM is the big one to me, at least. That can totally change how the mech plays, though it does take up, of course, one of your 4 vital places where you can put a few weapons.
And
Yeah.
Cobalt did say the Ultra like AC-20, which the D has. It has 2 Ultra AC-20s. So just let you know, like Cobalt, they do have a mech with that, and it's already built for you.
It also has like heavy machine guns in its
Which you rip those out, get some other ones.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's gonna be there. You know, I mean, I'm kind of interested about the free one. Be kind of cool for old Bob, but my other guy, I have to sell it, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Man, my word.
But
and yeah, this hero they're offering, its only special thing is 1 energy, 1 ballistic in the left torso.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you got it available everywhere else.
Yeah, so for me, I think I'll just enjoy the hero as it is, because 3 missiles, 2 ballistic. For me, that's just a SRM LB brawler for me. And if it has anything good for armor, yeah, I would be happy with it. Especially because it looks like it might be able to do some poking. You know,
I'm interested in the Roughneck, actually.
Oh, Bob! Oh my God! I'm turning to you. Oh,
My
sacrilege!
She's all, I heard that.
She's giving you the stink eye.
You should have heard her, man. When I got the free Roughneck from Bonnie, she busted up laughing because I made like 6 videos of me trashing the fucking thing, just totally trashing it. And that's all she heard from me. I was trashing the Roughneck. As soon as I got that code and actually put it in, she started busting up laughing.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to both of the free mechs, especially because I mean I just like free stuff in this game because Mechwarrior is good about giving you free stuff.
Oh yeah,
and this giveaway is a real big example of free stuff given away.
I mean, you're getting like $50 worth of stuff.
Yeah, I mean, and they're going to be giving away 3 days of premium time, so there's money itself. So yeah,
and the stocking stuffers give you extra stuff as well.
Yeah, so you might get more MC with the stocking stuffers too. So you're bound to get
time C-bills, you know, that's good stuff.
Yeah, so you're bound to make bank on this. But yeah, I think that kind of goes over most of the holiday shenanigans then, for the most part.
So next we got the wonderful freaking Tharcad stats for Battlefield 2. Barfield,
Barfid of 2.
Barfid Al-Babhulu.
So the Battle of Tharkid stats have finally been released.
What is it, like a month afterwards or something?
It's been gone forever.
I forgot about it.
They do say apologies for the wait. So okay, thank you for saying that.
Now,
for those of you who enjoy number crunching.
Yeah, at least it's interesting to see all the bits and pieces, but it's like I'm kind of like, wait, so who won? I didn't really keep track, and I took a big part in the scouting. Where's my whatever reward thing that you give away for these big faction things? Did I get it? Did I miss it?
Yeah, like I mean, for those of you watching, it ended up being a tie during the last battle.
how's that a tie though? Because the total wins for IS are
I don't
1674
know.
against
It's just
against the Siege and Scouting. The Innersphere won both of those, and then for some reason the Innersphere and the Clan for Scouting matches were exactly the same, and Siege matches were almost exactly the same, except by one. So I don't get that.
So
yeah.
to go through the stats,
That just seems
Scouting
kind of
is
funky.
played in the 6,000s or 7,000s or so, and that's ones for each side. So like in total, what how many? Oh, there we go. 14,000 scouting matches and just 3,000 siege matches. So for that last thing, there was a whole bunch of scouting.
Yeah,
And I think that's partly because everyone was trying to get their rewards the quickest, easiest way.
exactly.
And also, to some degree at least, I find scouting, at least for you and a couple of friends, is way more fun and easy to get into than invasion mode.
I
Mhm.
definitely agree on that one. I'd rather chew off my arm than do invasion mode.
And so Innersphere won, how many is there? It's like 1,500, 174 more, 75 more matches or so.
Hmm. Yeah.
Uh,
So,
com-
I-
and
but
the important thing
sorry.
for who wins and loses is the siege mode, that bar going left and right. Scouting just provides, that has its own bar, but that just provides bonuses for the main real battle, so to speak.
But
So
the Innersphere won more siege modes and won more scouting modes. So basically, but from
how
what we understand from
wide?
last time, it was done on a scale. It was done
Yeah.
on some type of you got to make
Yeah,
80%
no.
or something like that.
It's
Sorry,
kind of
go ahead.
interesting. Like I wonder, that bar for siege. What is the scale for it? Like, how many wins is it to go all the way to the left? How many wins is it to go all the way to the right? Because if overall Innersphere won 175 more matches, is that a little bit along to the right, or is that um,
True.
complete victory? Because there's only in total 3,000 scouting matches. And for the most part, even for the most, usually it's actually one side wins, one side wins. Yeah, it's always just a fairly slight win-loss ratio for either side.
Plus, also the bar was all the way on scouting for the Innersphere side. Yeah, I mean, like every time we played, it was always like on that bar. And I think the last part, like, wasn't there like a bunch of guys from Australia or something like that came in and just beat everyone, like on the clan modes or the siege modes? I forgot it was that one or the one before it.
There's the one before where Innersphere, despite
Okay, that's
losing a
right. Yeah,
lot, suddenly just swung things back and kind of drew it out at
yeah,
the end.
yeah. True.
And I mean, the scouting bar, as I said, it only changes what bonuses people get. Though, yeah, Innersphere had a whole bunch of pilots eagerly awaiting to beat up on the clanners because they had a bit of advantage still.
And I'm very glad. It sucks for the clans, and I do weep for you guys that you can't get the Streak Stormcrow, and we got the Kentaros. I do weep for you guys. Don't get me wrong. I'm not a total dick, but I'm glad you guys don't have it too. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh dear. I mean, the most commonly played thing for Innersphere though for scouting is still by far the Bushwhackers.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
They are like the top three of the top four Innersphere top scouting.
That's
You know,
all you
3,000,
see.
4,000, 6,000, and then the Griffin 2N. Those are the big champions for the Innersphere. And then you've got sort of the second runners is Assassin 21 and Kitara 18
Yeah.
and a few others. So yeah, Innersphere is mostly typified by Bushies and Griffins. Whereas Clan, it's actually I
It's
think
a
it's a bit
mixed
more of a
bag.
mixed bag.
I would
Bringer, Mistling,
say
Evan, and Hunchback.
Huntsman
Hun-
though has really got it by quite a large
Oh, yeah.
margin.
yeah, the Huntsman, the Hunchback 2C, those are the two big ones you see.
Well, look at the numbers though. There's
Oh,
two
yeah.
Huntsmans at the top, 8,000 apiece. And then next is 4,000, so that's half.
Holy
And then
cow.
the next is another Huntsman.
Yeah, the Huntsman's used a lot.
Yeah, which
Yeah.
I am happy to see the Mistlings coming out strong. My favorite mech in the game. Yeah,
The
Mistlings.
Huntsman A has not got very much love.
Nah.
Oh my god, yeah,
I
no.
know it doesn't really matter, but it's just kind of funny. The
But
Huntsman P in the
with that though,
packet.
can't you change the Omnipods? Like, Huntsman is Omni Mech, right?
Yeah, and there's
Okay.
no real benefits other than a full Omni set, which
Yeah.
maybe the P does have.
Probably so.
And it's just perhaps people buy the P because it starts with the most missile hard points, because the Huntsman's often used as a missile mech, as it is in scouting.
Yeah.
I mean, like overall though, like the ones I played, it was cool. Yeah, like, it was fun. I made a really neat little video of it, and I had fun doing that, and it was good. It was a good time.
Holy
scouting matches
crap.
I normally only do with you guys. Yeah, go
Sorry,
ahead.
this is kind of on the same thing, but Nova S is in the top ranking. Yes, go Nova S. Go AMS.
Really?
Yeah.
I wonder how many that is trials.
I'm sure there's probably a bunch of them were in scouting.
That's your mech, huh?
It is. It's not that good because in hindsight, I made it too hot.
Oh dear.
Oh my god.
It's
Still,
interesting though. I would say I haven't plotted this on the graph yet or whatever, but it looks like Innisphere goes from 6,000 to 1,500, whereas Clan goes from 8,000 down to 500. Like Innisphere is a bit more spread out, whereas Clan has a very top-heavy distribution, very heavily focused on the Huntsmans and maybe a bit the Hunchback.
And that's just for scouting, right?
Yeah, just for scouting.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it was it looks like a lot of different clans or factions and stuff like that were playing. Mostly Jade Falcon. Those are guys who are like the space Nazis of the clans. Literally, they're like the space Nazis.
I need to read more lore.
Oh God, I gotta hook you up with some books, man.
If you're interested in total player counts, at least you just need to add up players per faction, and that's the number of people who took part in this thing. And it's 500 thousands here or there, so that's actually it's a fair player base, I would say.
Well, the Innisphere win-loss is for the Innisphere is 1.45 compared to the clans 0.87. But like we said, it has to reach a certain mark, basically.
That's right. The win had to be like over a certain percentage over the other side, so that's why I think it was a tie, which is stupid.
It's interesting.
And no one got anything too.
That win-loss ratio is total matches. So scouting is of course a lot more common, and Innisphere won like an extra 1,000 there, so that's what's really changing that number.
Definitely. But so, and then total players with at least one match, 1,380. Total damage, that's a lot of damage. Kills, that's interesting. Well, so what does it say? House standard stats? Should it say like Innisphere or something like that?
This is just for those, like if you compare it to above, I think, it says players per faction. If you look Steiner, it says number of players 1,380, and here it says 1,380. So this is just people who are with Blue Fist.
Yeah, true. That's interesting. Huh.
Yeah, so it's only a small subsection, sadly.
And no one got anything too. Like I think it was like there was some mechs too. Like what mech was up for sale? It was
I forget.
Like what mech was up for free? It was Atlas, right, or something? No, Atlas was only 12 matches.
That's what they gave you. That's what they gave if you did enough in the thing.
Okay.
But I'm not sure if they even did. If you win/lose or draw, you get extra stuff.
Nano says Atlas.
Well, it should, like, if it became a tie, you get half of what the prize would have been if you won. That would have been cool.
You get half an Atlas.
Yeah,
you get
half the. It's cut it in half.
Half an Atlas, a special 50-tonner. You
Okay,
can
fine. 2 million.
Also in center torso stuff. But you only
Here, have the urban mech. Slap them together.
Okay, 2 million. Okay, how's that? You get 2 million instead of the 4 million that we're normally going to give you for a win. How's that? That'd be fun.
I feel like they should have at least given us something a little bit more, but that's just me. But
or here's some Christmas lights. Enjoy.
Christmas. I'll just use Christmas lights.
Yeah. Oh God.
Overall, though, it's interesting at least. They're doing these big, huge faction event things, and that's nice, sort of, to get the players involved and something to come draw people into the game again.
Mm-hmm.
But it is really anticlimactic when it's always a draw.
Yeah, the last one was a draw. This one
Even
was
if it did flip, I still wouldn't care. But it's something.
I mean, I think it'd be good is that, how we saw that the Inner Sphere, they squeaked by with a win. But I think that makes it more of a, like nail biter challenge kind of thing where they shouldn't have that percentage of you must win by this amount. It should be like, it should be like, oh, because, I mean, the thing is, if you watch the map and the stats near that, like the last, 2 or 3 hours of the game, everyone was on trying to get that meter to jump left or right, and people were really fighting for it. So I feel like it's kind of a cop-out when you say, hey, you won, but you didn't win enough. So you actually aren't gonna get the freebie thing. So I think it should be if you get by and you win by like a half of a percentage point, you get it because people tend to fight to the last minute.
Yeah. It just seems like everything you do, it does not really count as far as say like your group's like, we're gonna win this match, we're gonna do it, and then you get tied. Like, well, that's kind of, we tried our hardest and that was nothing, so I'm not gonna try it next time.
But reality in the chat says here that they did give rewards if you are a loyalist.
Oh yeah, that's right. They did. They did do that.
Boom! We didn't know this. Okay. Son of a bitch.
Well, I'm mercenary, so
same here. Okay, well, I guess if you're a loyalist, you got the free shit because Nano also got an Atlas.
But it was just the I do remember it was like the little war horn and the glass stain thing, a little hologram thing, like for the faction, like Steiner.
That's kind of neat.
So yeah, kind of cool stuff you have. So not
it's
too
kind
bad.
of interesting, at least. What do you guys think? Why did Inner Sphere win this time? Like even on Siege, whereas before it was mostly clan.
I don't know.
I mean, because this is a far shot, but I would say maybe players getting used to the new tech and the new weapons. Because Inner Sphere, I mean, Bob, you joke about how clans are easy mode, but I think the new tech has really evened the playing field.
Yes, it has.
When it comes down to it. So I think that's why the battle was so much more closer this time, is because with all the new tech for Inner Sphere, it really has smoothed it out a little bit.
Because I know, while I know watching other people play clans, all they do is go ahead and hit the right and left hand torsos, basically, and they go in torso check always. And so basically with the light engines that just came out, you can't do that now. And so a lot of more people are having those engines inside the mechs for the Inner Sphere. So yeah, that might be it too. Plus, they're probably not ranging the clans like they normally do before.
Ooh, this is actually interesting. Dexiled says it was all because of Mercstar. They shifted mid-event and turned it around for themselves.
And okay, who's Mercstar again?
It's a MS.
Oh, okay, MS. Okay.
They're a big faction player. I think.
Yeah, they're a bunch of tryhards who do very well.
Well, that if they went back to like Inner Sphere, then that could be it too.
Yeah, so I would say between that and new tech, because I think new tech still plays a line, because especially light fusion engines, that's a huge part.
It was the previous event though. That was still with new tech, but yeah, there's a question of how much people are used to it. But I think it could totally just be more better at the player base because, one way or another, they're getting used to the tech, or good players are playing in a sphere.
So so it's probably a combination of both, I would say.
Yeah,
maybe
definitely.
Good players realize that Inner Sphere were more quirky, and that clans was always all the same thing all the time.
Yeah. So
it's funny looking at these most used mechs in Siege. The Warhammer 6R and 6D are very much used, along with the Assassin.
I used to use those. I used to use Warhammer, and the Marauder, and then I think I had a medium mech. I forgot which one it was, but that's all I had, and they were the best ones to use.
Yeah, they are the most common ones, but the Warhammer by far, people are trying to fit as many Warhammers and Assassins into their deck as possible.
Warhammer's a good mech, man. I love the Warhammer.
Oh, Boomhammer's so nice. It's fun.
Boomhammers are fun. They're slow, but man, they're great.
Though that does not pale in comparison to how monotone and repeated the Hellbringer is as the one most common clan mech dropped in the siege mode.
I only have one Hellbringer, and I feel like I should buy more, but yeah, I know what you
You need to
mean.
bring a full deck of 3 or 4 Hellbringers, however many you can do, and then throw in the Mistlings.
Throw in the Mislinks as just baggage.
For the, you know, I think you could probably do 3 Hellbringers and the Mislinks.
You might be able to.
Yes. Yeah,
I'm too lazy to figure it out.
They bring 3 laser snipers. They, you know, go and sit back and play their point-and-click adventure, and then once they get actually killed by the real mechs, they then charge in with the Mistlings like, I've got lots of machine guns.
Yeah, they just try to chew out the components. Yeah.
It does look like they did have the Griffin loyalty mech that did come out for the event as well.
That thing's quirky as all hell.
Yeah.
It's a weird mech.
It doesn't have a lot of quirks, but yes, it's
I'm still trying to figure out a build for that thing too.
But I forget what I have merms on it right now.
I mean, that thing was actually fairly used in scouting a fair amount. Sadly, I don't think it's that great a scouting mech necessarily.
I couldn't see it.
Has a lot more armor than the Griffin does, and basically when I played the Griffin like with you guys, I got singled out and killed almost every single time, which kind of sucked.
So squishy Griffins, easy one to pick off and kill quickly.
Exactly, and then I went to the Kintaro. I'm like, oh, this is pretty cool. I could take massive amounts of damage. So yeah, it worked out good. Okay, so I think that's it, right?
Pretty much, yeah. I think that's it. Because like I think we've kind of gone through everything. We've been going for about almost an hour now, so I think that's all. That's all we got, really.
Wow, that's awesome, man. Podcast number 20. Wow,
Boom.
I'm impressed. I'm very impressed, man. Good group of people, good listeners, and good community and everything, man. Very nice.
Yeah,
cool.
Bob, do you plan on doing any kind of like continue stream tonight or no?
I don't know. I might. I want to watch Bright basically, and I want to see if I can get it or not, and do that kind of thing. Yeah, but I might. I'm not sure, but I do have to do just the 2 different like whatchamacallit. See. Okay, she doesn't want to watch Bright tonight, so I guess I'm playing.
Okay.
Okay. Yes, I'm playing.
All right, so I guess you're streaming then, because I know for once I'm gonna pass on the streaming tonight because I'm trying to I'm trying to get footage tonight, so I'm not gonna be streaming. But if people really want their Larsh fix for streaming, YouTube finally processed that 24-hour stream.
Oh my god. You have 24 hours on that thing?
YouTube took it and it processed it like it took YouTube like 3 days to process.
Oh my god.
and it just pooped it out. It's like, there you go. But
I'm so worried about like my computer crashing or something like that. I go like, no, get 2 more days of this.
But well, no, I didn't process it. YouTube processed it.
Oh, okay.
And it actually demonetized it probably for all the F-bombs you dropped in there frequently. But it's there if people want to watch it, so it's there on my channel now.
So we want to, I guess this is it or what?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So again, this has been Larsh, your casual Mechwarrior, and you can catch me on the Twitter at Larsh_01.
And this is old Bob 10025. You can catch me on just twitch.tv/oldbob10025 or on my YouTube channel. I can't pronounce like whatever it is blah 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 blah, you know, that kind of thing. So I think you do /oldbob, but I'm not too sure. I'm going to see if I can do that or not. But do definitely appreciate everyone like watching. I know you watch other people, and thank you for watching our streams. 20 podcasts with great group of people. I do appreciate it, and I'll leave it up to Biter.
I am Biter. My link is in the description, hopefully.
Yes, your link is always in the descriptions.
Yes.
Yay! Even though I don't do anything there.
Your My Little Pony things are awesome.
Yay! But yeah, that was the First Circuit Podcast, episode number 20. Thanks, guys, for watching.
Yay! Thanks, guys.